Well, it looks like we have to talk about Nexus Mods again, because they will not stop censoring people that disagree with them. They first got into controversy with gamers when they removed the mod that removed the pride flags from Spider-Man on PC. They removed the mod and got rid of the person who created the mod. They have a clear double standard when it comes to political beliefs and the mods that can be uploaded. Every company has a clear political bias nowadays, so this doesn't surprise me. And I just made a video recently about them banning the God of War Ragnarok mod that turns Angry Boda from black to white. You can go watch that, click on the top right corner. And now they are getting on gamers' nerves again. Why? Because they are banning a mod that removes the PSN requirement for God of War Ragnarok. Because every single time now when Sony wants you to buy their games, they want you to sign up for PSN. And PC gamers do not want to deal with that for many different reasons, but we'll talk about that later. And we have a tweet here to look at, and it says, Nexus removed the God of War Ragnarok mod that disables the PSN requirements to play the game. You know, the single player game you bought that for some reason you need a separate login other than your Steam to play. What was the point of banning a mod like this? We should not even be forced to even use PSN, especially PC players who probably don't even have a PlayStation because they don't want no trash consoles. Because consoles are garbage, they're an embarrassment, they're weak, they're overpriced garbage. What do you gain out of banning something like this? This is not even something that's like cultural or political related. This is simply just removing the requirement to sign up for another service that you may not have. Just to play a single player game, you already paid 60 plus, maybe even 70, I'm not sure. I don't care about these God of War reboot games. They're trash, they ruined the character Kratos, they made him rely on this obnoxious dumb brat, his son, annoying, corny. I played the first reboot game, hated the story, hated the gameplay. They ruined Sony's best character. He was a badass motherfucker in the original trilogy. He was like killing gods left and right and then getting with beautiful women between missions. Like, they ruined Kratos. That was one of the best top tier video game characters. But anyway, that's a discussion for another time. Back to the mod. PC players do not want to sign up for PSN for many reasons. One, why should they? They bought a game on a platform. Why should they have to sign up for another platform? That makes no sense. And then we have a bunch of retarded people on content saying things like, oh, what about Ubisoft? What about Activision? What about EA? That requires an account. Why can't you just do it for PlayStation as well? Well, here's the simple answer. We don't. Ubisoft is trash. EA is trash. Activision is trash. They don't make good games. Call of Duty is trash. Whatever EA does, sports, that's all they do now. Trash. Ubisoft is just burning and going bankrupt right now. They are literally destroying their company. Failure after failure after failure. Buggy ass game after buggy ass game. So we just don't play those games. Those games ain't worth playing. There's so many different publishers that require an account. And guess what? We could just choose not to play those games. Problem solved. And another reason is that Sony gets hacked on a regular. Remember a year or two ago when Insomniac got hacked? Yeah, that is happening very often on PS4 and PlayStation Network and PS5, whatever. They get hacked like all the time. And what happened? People's personal information gets leaked on the internet. That's what happened with the Insomniac leaks. And they leaked Wolverine as well. So it's not just something that affects the employees. Sometimes their whole fucking network gets knocked down. It gets shut down. So why would people trust that company with their personal information when they sign up for an account if the company frequently gets hacked on a regular? Which I don't even understand how they get hacked so often. You're a multi-billion-dollar company. You should have crazy good security. You should have the most powerful IT security, cybersecurity departments. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you just stop yourself from being hacked and stop people's personal information from being leaked? So that service, the PSN service, is not even trustworthy. And another reason, some countries may not have PSN. Are you retards for getting that? That some countries, like smaller countries that aren't like big, developed, first world, don't even have the service. That's why a lot of people was mad when Helldivers 2 tried to do this. They tried to force people to use PSN after the game already came out. You didn't need the PSN account to use the game, to play the game. They tried to force people, and some people couldn't even play the game after that. PSN is not available in their country. So stop justifying this shit. We should not have to sign up for another service to play the game that we already fucking paid for. Games need to be just simple as plug and play. Yes, it's digital, but it needs to be as simplistic as play a fucking game. Turn it on, play it. Stop telling us to sign up for accounts. Stop telling us to agree to a terms of service and privacy and all this stuff. Stop doing that. That's annoying. Just let us boot up the fucking game and press start game, and that's it. That's what smaller developers developers are doing, indie developers, they're not asking for your account and information and sign a waiver. They're not doing that. Only these obnoxious AAA companies who desperately want to take your information, your data, and sell it to the highest bidder, they are the ones telling you to sign up because they want to sell your information. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. Information is very, very valuable in society. And Sony, just like a lot of other mega corporations, want to sell your personal info to evil bastards that want to take your information and sell you shit products, give you Chinese phone calls and text messages, spam calls, all this nonsense. So fuck that. Don't just give your information to any company. And fuck Nexus Mods as well. This is a fucking single player game. We should be able to do whatever we want with a single player game. Hopefully this mod is somewhere on the internet, maybe like an archive service, a file sharing service, something like that. Because this is retarded and unnecessary that they would even feel the need to ban a mod that lets you skip past the PSN requirement for the game you already fucking paid for. Fuck God of War Ragnarok on top of that. Nexus Mods is going downhill. It's been like this since the Spider-Man controversy, and now they're corporate bootlickers for Sony. And it's unfortunate and it's annoying because there's no other real alternative to this website. Nobody has a good website with a good UI, a good service, a good way to fund the service, and a good incentive for modders to go to that website instead of Nexus Mods. So it's very unfortunate for people who download a lot of mods. Me personally, I just download mods for Arkham Knight. You guys see the footage on the screen. So I don't have much else use for that website because I prefer indie games that they do not get mods like that. And when they do, it's official mod support. That means it goes to the Steam Workshop. You don't need to go to another website. But for majority of games that have mod support, it's due to passionate fans going out of their way to mod the game, and they go to Nexus Mods. And that's not changing anytime soon whatsoever. So don't even get your hopes up expecting something better, because Nexus Mods is not going to get their shit together. It's only going to get worse and worse. So for the people who are really passionate about mods, oh well, I guess, not sure what else to tell you. Every company just can't keep their own personal politics out of their company, out of their product, out of their service, and they have to openly discriminate against people that disagree with them. So it is what it is. And I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'll just end it here. Nexus Mods, go fuck yourself.